other things of insecurity and shameness. And with the mental coolness, the learner and the teacher will be learning. Teacher will be delivering lecture, and the learner will be delivering, will be understanding the lecture. Why? Because there will be no distraction. There is no other things. And the coolness of mind can, এটা বলা হয়ে থাকে যে সকালবেলা উঠলে পড়ালেখা ভালো হয় ঘুম থেকে উঠলে, কারণ ঘুমটা তখন মস্তিষ্কটা কি থাকে, ফ্রেশ. Okay, so that is the view of language theory, that you have to understand language quite clearly without making any sound, without making any physical action. If total physical action was dealing with the physical action, but silent will be dealing with no action, no movement, no speaking. Okay, so in the silent way, the many techniques are applied to train learners. So many techniques. So silent way, এই শিক্ষার্থীদের কথা না বলেই কোনো কিছু শেখাতে হবে. ওকে, সো এখানে বিভিন্ন ধরনের টেকনিক ব্যবহৃত হতে পারে. সো দ্যাট আর দ্য টেকনিক্স. মোস্ট প্রবাবলি ইউ হ্যাভ আন্ডারস্টুড দ্য টেকনিক আমরা বুঝতে পেরেছি. ওকে, সো heighten learning potential to of a second language or the foreign language learner. So there are two kinds of theories. Theories of language and the theories of language learning. And there is of course a natural affiliation or affinities. Affiliation means সংযুক্ত, আর affinities মানে হচ্ছে একদম রক্তের সম্পর্ক. Affinities between language theories and learning theories. So both theories. Different pairings between language theories and learning theories might occur for the successful second or foreign language. So different pairing. So with theories, one method will be pairing with language theories, or one method might be pairing with learning theories. Even a language theory, more than 2 or 3 methods can be paired with a single language theory or a single learning. So in such a way, a method will be developed with the help of the view of language, that is the language theory, or the learning theory, that means in which the language learning took place. Have you understood what is approach and what is method? So approach is the theory. What type of theory we have? Language theory and learning. From the language theory, we may have more than one method. From the learning theory, we may have more than one methods. Okay. And technique is other extension, the classroom activities. For example, structuralism is a linguistic theory, and behaviorism is a learning theory. So structuralism is a theory developed by Noam Chomsky. He said that in every language there is a structure. That is the language theory. And behaviorism, he said that actually language learning is a part of human behavior. If it becomes a part of your behavior, in the next semester, most probably you will have that course, and in that course we will be, the previous student, they have learned it earlier. আগে ওই কোর্সটা করার উচিত ছিল সবারই তাহলে. Okay, so behaviorist theory is a learning theory. So next time, this very learning theory, behaviorism, initiates a method called audiolingualism. So on the basis of behaviorism, what type of theory? That is learning theory. And from that learning theory, a method was developed. That is, what is the method? That is audiolingualism. And some say direct method also. Audiolingualism and direct method both are derived from the behaviorist theory of language learning. Got it? Any confusion? Okay. So such kind of linkages will not always occur. এই যে আমরা বললাম মেথড অ্যান্ড ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজের থিওরির ভিউয়ের মধ্যে যে একটা লিঙ্কেজ থাকবে, দ্যাট উইল নট অলওয়েজ অকার. ফর এক্সাম্পল, cognitive code proponent is linked to a more sophisticated model of structuralism. We have said that from structuralism, this is a cognitive code proponent. So it is a method, and that method is the linked to a higher level of structuralism. Okay, so and again it is linked to a more mentalistic and less behavioristic learning theory. So it is dealing with the mentalistic view of language and also the behavioristic view, that means condition oriented view of language of a language. Okay, so at the level of an approach, language learning is concerned with the theoretical principle. Most probably we have understood all well. Okay, and this theoretical principle might be from the language theory or a learning theory. And in case of learning language theory, model of language competence, the basic features of linguistic organization, language theory and also the language uses are the principal concern. Okay, and on the contrary, in the learning theory, the central process of learning, that is the condition, context, believed to promote successful language learning, are important factors. Some say that yes, you can study in your library. Some say no, not the library, you will be studying in your reading room at home. Some say no, you will be reading at the time of traveling by bus. Some say no, you will be reading at the time of traveling by plane. যখন যুদ্ধ লাগে তখন বড় রাজারা কি করে, বিশাল বড় প্লেন নিয়ে তারা উপরে থাকে। অনেক ব্যস্ত মানুষরা বলে যে আসলে বই পড়ার সময় পায় না, তো বলছে একটা সময় পড়ি, এই প্লেনে 12 ঘন্টা যখন জার্নি করি কি করব, ওই সময় প্লেন, সো প্লেনে বই পড়ি। সো লার্নিং থিওরিটা হলো কি, আপনি কোথায় করবেন সেটাকে condition that learning will take, and the language theory, that is the view of language and the condition of other language. Okay, and these very principles may lead to a method, and language teachers may develop their own teaching procedures based on a particular language theory or a learning theory. So teacher will be developing their technique, and even all the methods we have at present in our hand, এটা বাদ রেখেও একজন টিচার আরেকজন নিজের একটা মেথড কি করতে পারে, ডেভেলপ করতে পারে, কিপিং দ্যাট ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ থিওরি অর লার্নিং থিওরি। ওকে, এজন্য সমস্ত কিছু আগের বড় বড় কবি সাহিত্যিকরা লিখে গেছেন, আমাদের লেখার কোনো কিছু নাই, এটা বলা যাবে না। দ্যাট মিনস ইউ মাইট বি দ্য টিচার অ্যান্ড ইউ ক্যান অলসো ডেভেলপ ইউর ওন মেথড কিপিং আ ল্যাঙ্গুয়েজ থিওরি অর আ লার্নিং। Okay. So this type of language teaching and learning method may revise, vary, modify and develop on the basis of the performance, reaction and instructional practices of the learner. A group of teachers may follow same language and learning theory, and that means a similar approach, but their implementation keys, that mean the method might be different from each other. So two teachers may follow the one language theory, but their method will be different according to their own perspective. And also if their method is different, their technique of course will be different, and approach doesn't specify the procedure of the method. Approach বলে দিচ্ছে না, approach কি বলছে, শুধুমাত্র বলছে যে every language will have a structure. Approach বলছে যে yes, language learning is a part of behavior. এজন্য approach will not direct you that in which way the language learning will be held. And again, language and learning theories do not dictate a particular set of teaching tactics. So in the same way, approach যেমন method কে dictate করবে না যে এটা আবার approach and that would be this method. No. At the same time, the method will not dictate other techniques. Technique will be implemented by the teachers, learners and others. And the linkages between theory and practice is called design. So the linkages between approach, method and techniques, these linkages is called design. So there are two types of theory, language theory or learning theory. For example, structuralism is a language theory, behaviorism is a learning theory. From structuralism, more than one method can derive. From behaviorism, more than one method can derive. From method, other techniques will be derived, and other techniques will be getting in existence. So there is a solid linkage between approach, method and technique. These linkages between approach, method and technique is called the design of language learning. So with that note we can conclude, and we will have 15 minutes break, and after the break we will go to the second half.